Okay.
Namaskaram, Assalamu alaikum, Salamat Datang, Mabuhay, Divo. Wishing you all a very blessed day today. Today, I have a very special guest with me, Mrs. Melina from Canada. And today, our chat will be about the business that both of us are doing. It is about online business. So I would like Melina to introduce herself.
Hi, Shirley. Good morning, everyone who's watching from the North America, and good afternoon and good evening to everyone from the other side of the world. And thank you, Shirley, for inviting me into this to your business page and to share my journey with you. Thank you so much, and I welcome you all once again to our business pages. So this is an online business, and we are going to have a chat about our journey in this business and how it works, and give you some information about this business. And I hope everybody, whoever is watching and interested in it, might get some educated in it. And yeah, so thank you so much, Shirley. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Melina, for that introduction. I'm also from the medical profession. Both of us are. So I'm Dr. Shirley. I'm working in the UAE as a dentist for the past 23 years, and I've been in this online business since a year, and I'm really enjoying this. And this is something I would say that everybody should try. Should try. Okay, I think you should listen to our chat, and you should go for it.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah,
this
so
chat,
yeah, sorry,
yeah,
I
tell me.
forgot to introduce myself. I'm Elena from Alberta, Canada. I live with my family, my husband and two girls here. And I work in the pharmacy. I used to be the OTC, that's over the counter manager, but now because of this business, I've been able to step down from that position and just do part-time hours, which is a blessing for me, I feel, which is a very blessing, and I'm so grateful about it. And yeah, so we are just going to share our journey. And please, if anyone who wants to make a change in their life, definitely this could help you out. So please check this out and watch our journey in this chat.
Yeah. See that, so that is wonderful. It's actually a testimony to hear that 2 years and she has stepped down and she gets her own time. She gets to schedule her own time for this business. She gets more time with her kids to plan her own travels, everything. So that is good to hear, Melina. So we all
Yeah.
wish to go the same way. Anyway, I would just brief everybody who would like to know about this business. This is an international business, a legitimate business. It is taxable in countries like Canada, USA, except, and this, it is not actually allowed in countries like Iran, Afghanistan for some reasons. But if you are residing in other countries, it is possible. And we have over, I would say that during my first go live, we had over 120,000 members. But now when I'm doing this go live, we have over 130,000 members right now. So it
Yeah.
is increasing day by day. And this business has very great potential. And when everyone is moving on to an online space, I think everybody, we also should take a chance at it. Melina, would you like to add something more about this business?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Because when I started, there was only like 50, 60,000 people in this community. Like we do have a business community in Facebook, and but now it has grown to 130,000, which is amazing because that means the business is being done by people all over the world, and more people are opting into this change. And
It's growing.
I would say yeah, it's growing. So, and I feel in the coming years it's going to grow exponentially. And what we do is we basically leverage the social media platforms and do the business. So we all are in the social media platform. We do a lot of texting, messaging, and we spend a lot of time. But why don't we use that social media to earn some revenue for your family? That's what we are teaching you. We teach in different platforms like YouTube, Google, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and TikTok will be coming very soon. So it's a global platform we are using. So that's what I want to add to. Yeah.
Yeah, another thing, like prices are all increasing, cost of living is also
Yeah,
increasing,
yeah, yeah,
and I think a second stream of income, it is not the time to think of it. I think it has become a must, a second stream of income. So we should be very careful in choosing and selecting. Like when
yeah,
you come across an online business, something like this, like what we are talking about, it is natural to be skeptical, to be doubtful. Even me, when I saw this for the first time, second time, third time, I was doubtful. I was behind my mentor and my coach. I used to call them on a daily basis. And finally, I did my own research, and then only I came into this. Then we realize the potential, and then we come into this. So my why I came into this business is because one is the second stream of income. I want to help my husband in this, because my children have all grown up, all in the universities. They also have the cost of living have all gone up. Even I have my small one still in school. Then another thing, what I found interesting was you can schedule your own time. I can do this business whenever I am free. When I take my child to the park, she will be playing, but I can do this business. When I wait for
hmm,
my child to come back from her after school activities or any other activities, I can work. On a vacation, I can work. It
yeah,
is not a fixed schedule like the one I'm going for, like 9 to 5 or 9 to 1 and 5 to 9. No, whenever I'm free, I can work. That is
yeah,
something amazing which I have found about this. So, and like you said, you are also getting extra time now, and you have stepped down. You're getting more time because of this. So, what is your why? What was
yeah.
your inspiration?
Yeah, so after we coming to Canada, like we were new immigrants like almost 8 years ago. So and my husband works in the oil and gas industry, and as we all know, that it's a highly paid industry. So he used to work in the remote places, and I used to be with my kids. But then we know there are the job security is not that good in any industry. Like there are times when it goes low up, and there is ups and lows, like low up downs. So so then I and when you come here, you know that living cost is very high. So you need to have two source of income. So I decided to do a job which was very close to my house. But then later, when you go for a job, lose your freedom, right? You lose your freedom to for your kids, for your family, for yourself. And then and during that pandemic time, I was getting so exhausted, right, with all the my busy work schedule, kids doing online school and everything. I got so exhausted, and I decided I need to have some kind of a side hustle which I can do from home, so that I can spend more time with my kids. So that's the time I saw my ad of my mentor, and I uh, decided to see the webinar, which is the first step. So I decided to go in and check the webinar, and then I did my due diligence, and then I decided this is like I knew it's a true legitimate business, and there are a lot of possibilities in this in the future. So I decided to opt in, and I feel that's one of the best decisions I've made. And this is not only for your time and financial freedom. This business will also allow you to have an early retirement. You can have um, what can I say? You can pass this business to your family, your kids. That's you can pass it. So that's also a good thing. There's not very many business that you can do that in online space. So yeah, so I feel these are all some of the whys which I decided, and I'm truly blessed now. So happy. It's been almost 2 years I've been doing this. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's no particular age when you said about the retirement.
No,
Even
no,
we
no.
have 80-year-old grandmothers doing this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so there is no, even after you retire from your career, you can still continue with this. So that
Continue.
is
The no
amazing.
age
You
is
can
not a
be active.
problem. Your profession is not a problem. You don't have to know any technicalities, because we do have a very strong technical team, and you only have to have that commitment and that willingness to do this or to make a change. That's all is enough for this business. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. And like the title that we gave for our chat, like both
Hmm.
of us in medical profession, we work, but still our business runs at the background 24/7. Is that really possible, Melina? How can you explain that? Because many
Yeah.
people are asking, how is it possible?
Yeah, so basically, it's an online business. So everything works in the online space. So we have a we have a very unique business model which allows you to plug into our system, and then the system does the automation work. So how we are getting plugged in is because we have a very strong technical team that will take care of our the background work. So all we have to do is to do the training or follow the video based training, because the training is very easy to follow because it's in short video formats, and you don't have to do live training. It's all recorded. So you do the training and you follow it, and then you get plugged into the system, and then the system will take care of it. So that's how we spent some time, like Shirley and me, we spent some time doing the training. We plugged into a system, and then once it's set there, then you it works. So whether you are working or you're sleeping or you're cooking or you're traveling, it works in the background. And I was on vacation like 2 months ago to India. Like I went to my hometown, Kerala, Cochin, and I was so blessed because I was getting results every day. People inquiring about the business every day from Canada and US, and I was at home doing my, like, having my good times with my family. So it works like that. But if you want
Okay.
to know more details, you have to come into the business. So this is how it works. We are plugged into a system, and the system, and we use our social media platforms to do our business. So yeah.
It's basically attraction
Yeah.
marketing, what we do through the social
Yeah.
media.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like whatever work we do, like whichever career that we choose, there is
Mm-hmm.
some certain amount of hard work behind it. So everybody thinks maybe if it's an online job, it comes easy. So do you think
Mm-hmm.
what we're doing is easy? Like, because when we talk like this, you might send a wrong notion, think it might be something very easy. Maybe like 1 hour. When we say people can just take only 1 hour, some people maybe 2 hours. Is it easy, or do you think there is a lot of hard work, dedication behind it?
I wouldn't say it's easy, and I wouldn't say it's difficult. It all depends on your mentality, or your why. I would say your why. How much you want to have that change in your life. How much you are willing to make the change in your life. And that is the reason, or that is the drive you have to you will put into this business. And nothing in this world comes for free. We all no, there's nothing free in this world. So just like that, if we this business also requires an investment, because the outcome you get from this, it's so much bigger and so much you can do so many things with that outcome. So there is an investment required for this business. And um, I would say, even though there is an investment required, we are into a online business, right? So people might get a little bit skeptical about it, but we give receipts for everything, and we show our face to the public. Like, we come into our social media platforms and talk about it. So you have to take that chance, or you have to trust us, and trust our system, and then come in and check it out. So I would say, it all depends on your mentality. And I have put in a lot of hard work. I put a lot of commitment in this business, because I was seeing people's life changing in this business. And that is one of the reason, that is, I think, you will see the change when you come into this community, and that will help you to put in more commitment into it.
Yeah, that's what. Once you enter this, the encouragement, the inspiration, what you get is
Hmm.
beyond words that you can't
Yeah.
explain. Once you get plugged into this, something very different. So, how has your family been supporting you in this? Because many families, because this is something which looks like a scam, but it is not, thankfully. It so husbands, mainly if husbands are doing, wife is skeptical. If wives are doing, husbands usually don't allow. So, how about your family? Your husband, was he supportive?
Yes, in the beginning, we were not like he was not that. I mean, not it's not that supportive. He was supportive even in the beginning, but skepticism is there. We all think like, is it legitimate or what? We all have that doubt. So there was a little bit doubts in the beginning, but once we came into this and became business owners, everything is gone. Like we are, like we support each other. He supports me so much, and we do it together, right? So I've been blessed that my family, whole family, is very supportive in this business, and I feel like we it depends. Like some people, they might have still that skepticism. The spouse still have that skepticism, even though watching all this, and even if they come into the community. But in the end of the day, we all pay taxes for this business. The government we pay tax to the government. We get T4 slips, or whatever the tax slips you need in each country. You get receipts. You can write off some expenses in the end of the year when you are filing your tax. And there is a lot of people in this community who are doing from different professions. So I think all that is good enough to remove your doubts. Like so, uh, yeah. So that I'm blessed to have a very supportive family. Yeah,
That's great because I can see even your children are happy to have more of you at home, to see more
yeah,
of
yeah,
you,
yeah,
to spend time with you.
yeah,
That
yeah.
is lovely. Yeah.
Because when they come
So,
home, they see me, and
you're there.
I'm there when they leave. I can prepare the food they want, and that's all a blessing, right? All these small little things are a big blessing in
That's so true. That's
everybody's
what
life.
mothers usually, yeah, mothers, they all wait for that, no, to see children, to see them grow. When they go to
Yeah,
school, be with them, come back to be with them.
yeah,
All
yeah,
that counts.
yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
okay, so let's say if anyone wants to make that move, to come out of the comfort zone and to be a business owner, what should the next step be?
So right now, if you're watching from Shirley's page, and if you're watching from my page, we have our websites below. So you can register to our website, which is the first step. We all came into the business through that first step. Register there, and then you will be getting links from us to watch our live webinar. We have live webinars every Tuesdays and Thursdays. Depending on whichever time zone, you will be getting all the details in the email, and watch the webinar, watch the live or replay. And then once you watch it, you will know if you are going to be more interested coming in the next step. If you are interested, you can come into our trial version, and our trial version is worth 149 US dollars. Pay that and come into our trial version. You will be given receipts for it, and check out everything. Check out our community. You can meet people in our community. You can check out how about our trainings, and everything. You get to you will get another set of videos which you will be watching and getting more information. Once you are done with that, you can also book a call with our coach. So one of the blessing, I should say, in this business is you are not left alone. You always have a mentor and a coach which who will be guiding you, and all you have to be is a coachable person. Once you are in the business, you will have a mentor and a coach. And in this trial version, you can also book a call with a coach, and you can have more discussions with the coach if you are proceeding further, and then you become a business owner. So first step is type in your name and email address and register in our website for our live webinar. Yeah,
And the first step, I think it is risk free because you get, if you're not
yeah,
interested, within 30 days, you get your money back.
yes,
There's
yeah,
nothing
yeah,
to,
yeah, 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 yeah. There's
you can
nothing to
get
lose
the,
in that trial version, because if you're not interested, just send an email for refund. You are given refund. That's all. So
yeah,
nothing
and
to
it'll
lose.
be
Just
through
come in.
us. So, yeah, it'll be through us, so you don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is legitimate only. Anyway,
yeah,
okay, so I think we've almost come to the end. Any last
yeah.
words of advice or some tips or anything which you want to
Yeah.
say, Melina?
Not advice, I would say, like, if you are really wanting to have a change in your life, not only financially but in your personality growth, and have more happiness and a change in your life. I feel that that's what my blessing is. I feel so much change in my life, and as a person, as well as I'm being blessed financially too. If you want that change, you have to take the action. Without taking the action, if you stand and then think about it, nothing will happen. So take the action and connect with us. Whoever you are, wanting to connect with people who will help you out, and then you make the change, and then everything will fall in place. So I would say take the action. Don't just think that tomorrow is the right day, maybe next week, next month. No, today is the right day to make the change and do it. Yeah. So thank you
Yeah,
very
so
much, Shirley.
I would also like to add on to that saying, uh, to come out of the comfort zone, because that is something which I did. I came out of the comfort zone because social media was something which is scary for me, but I have
Yeah,
overcome that.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
have come out of that, and there's a big change in me, lot of difference, and it's something very interesting, a different world out there. But you have to be careful. That's another side of it. So it would be nice if you can, as Melina also said, there should be a change. You should
yeah,
do what you love and love what you do, and make a
yeah,
change for yourself. Okay, and thank you so much, Melina, for accepting and
yeah,
coming onto my page and
yeah,
sharing all your business journey with us. And hope to see you soon, and all the best for your business.
yeah,
And God bless you, and thank you all who are watching us live, and all those who will be watching our replay very soon.
yeah. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you so much, and thank you for everyone who's watching us. And yeah, have a blessed day. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.